had a really set idea that we wanted to stick with, because we took the Optimised Self trend and it just kind of developed. We first were going to start with one product range, and then it developed into a whole lifestyle brand, because that age group has so much disposable income, they're willing to buy into more, like, and make themselves better. So that's how it all started, from one product range to a whole lifestyle brand. We initiated our first ideas through mind map, and throughout the group we just gradually came onto the idea of creating a pod for our concept. So because of our trend, because of Optimised Self, because we looked at a specific target consumer within Birmingham, they're more willing to want to buy products to optimise themselves, like creating them better, and I feel like that would be effective for the new consumer and gain more popularity within the store. With Selfridges, they were really helpful. We got tours in the store to gain more knowledge on the actual floor arrangements, and then our initial presentation was actually in Selfridges. So personally for me, it helped my presentation skills being in front of the VM manager and the head of Selfridges. For our presentation, we presented in front of Adam Hockney and Matt Lightfoot, as well as our lecturers, and it was quite daunting but quite fun.
To develop our concepts, we started off in some groups, sort of talking about the kind of aesthetic that we wanted. We grabbed pieces of paper and started jotting out really rough ideas of shapes and patterns that we wanted our pod to look. And then from that we took sort of textures and colours that we liked and features. We put it into Photoshop and made a bit of a collage. So we knew the kind of goals that we're aiming for. And then from that we got into SketchUp, started making a 3D model of it and brought it to life really. We then put all of our textures that we wanted, the colours that we wanted into this model, gathered the kind of items that we would be stocking in the store and actually put them in the 3D model. Once we had all that completed, we put the photo of it onto a photo of Selfridges, the actual store, Photoshop that in so you could get a feel of what it had actually looked like in store. Within our project, we were asked to produce 40% of the work as a CAD-based outcome. This involved visualising our strategy within the store as a pop-up and also a window display. For our project, we were asked to produce 40% of the work as a CAD-based outcome, and then within that we were asked to produce a pop-up store and also a window display. The programs and software that we were asked to use were Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign and Google SketchUp. We used all of these in conjunction, used one outcome for and our visual display. So the task that we were asked to produce was a visual merchandising strategy for Selfridges. We had to focus on everyday affairs, so things that we found in the news, reports on sites like Mintel and Keynote, just found relevant that was sort of becoming a trend within society. We had to pick up on that and then build our visual from it and build this concept that we knew people would be interested in. The name Self, it came from this trend that we found of optimised self, people wanting to become better within themselves, and naturally Selfridges, Optimised Self, put two and two together and we thought Self was perfect, Self by Selfridges.
Pod is a one-stop location for the consumer. They can come in, pick up everything they would need from fashion, beauty, health, homeware, and everything is geared towards giving them that optimised lifestyle. Self Pod aimed to make an experience for the consumer. We wanted them to feel as though they were relaxed and as though they were starting their optimised lifestyle the second they entered the pod. So through this we had like music and lighting and everything to give a calming mood to the consumer and make them feel as though they could stay there as long as they want and decide on the lifestyle that they wanted to choose. The environment of the Optimised Self pod was very sensory. We wanted to activate the key senses such as sound, smell. So we had lots of incense and lighting, mood lighting and therapeutic music. The Self Pod offers a curated retail space for the consumer. We've picked individual pieces that offer the consumer a lifestyle.
We provide all the products that person needs. Once they come in the store, they can get everything they need to leave to be optimised, to be better self.